Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Again, emphasis on the .net, and I'm here for the last weekly of this week. And it's for air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for October 27th to November 2019. And we're going to start out with, I'm not sure which card because I forget which one I pulled first. So I'm going to go out with Spread Your Wings. And that one seems to be a really good one for most people. I know air is always the last one I do, but it always follows along with what the other ones I've done. So the first card is Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card of, hi Andrea, it's a card of being secure in your strength, knowing that you have the capabilities and the wherewithal to survive. It's a card of being a master in your own right. So let's see, and it's generally a money card because it's pentacles, and it's all generally would be related to business. Then the top one that covers it is Two of Wands. And Two of Wands is definitely a card of business. But in this case, it's looking back over your life, being pleased with it, but realizing, yes, it is time to make a change. You have the grounding behind you. You have the ability behind you to make a change. And what's pushing you to that is Five of Wands. Five of Wands is not actually all about fisticuffs and fighting or anything. It's more showing off your skills, showing off that you have the ability to do all these things if necessary. And what's behind you, just behind you, like today, would be strength. And strength is all about mastery, mastering that which has kept you from moving forward, mastering the small, petty little things in our life that keep us from moving into a higher vibrational level. So basically, it's saying you've got all the skills, you've got the ability, and you have basically mastered the little things. So you're moving forward. What's it going to bring to you? The Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles it's Ace of Pentacles, of course. I read it always as an earth card, but the physical earth, not the spiritual earth. And it's all about abundance, a lot of energy shifting, lots of changes, lots of things move, lots of movement. But it's like you're deciding, air. It's like you're deciding, okay, had enough of this crap. We're going to move into something more abundant. And this is, the base card is a money card. This card that we're moving into is a money card. And the King of Wands, as an energy, the King of Wands is all about using your mental abilities, being sharp, being clear, seeing, not necessarily acting upon, but seeing what's happening out there. But it is a card of wisdom. So you're going to use your wisdom to move into the future. And you're going to use your wisdom to move into the future that is abundant, not just surviving mode. And what supports us? The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Again, it's a money card. It's also a card of reaping the rewards or being acknowledged for your efforts, and being acknowledged for your efforts in an abundant form. And also we have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of being exuberant, happy, on top of the world, but still grounded. And that's something I keep reiterating over and over and over again. We need to be grounded. If we're not grounded, then we kind of lose everything. You know, there are a lot of, over the years, and I've been in the spiritual area since I was 25, knowingly. And I have watched a lot of what I call flitterbys, a lot of people who are very, very spiritual, but they have no grounding. And without the grounding, they're here, they're there, they're up here, and they think they're doing wonderful work, but nobody's taking them seriously. They're not creating a difference for anybody but themselves. And they wonder why. They wonder why nobody respects them. If you're not grounded, you're everywhere. If you want respect, be grounded. Know your subject. Know who you are. Be sure of what you say. And it doesn't have to be a scientific fact. If you know it's the truth, then you're comfortable with it. But if you have facts to back it up, all the better. Because the next card is a Knight of Wands. And that's, as a general rule, that's a young man or a young person coming in who's a little bit flighty. But in this case, it's bringing up knowledge that you've lost, forgotten over the centuries. You're remembering who and what the truths are in your life. And it has the dragon on it. And for me, dragons are the epitome of knowledge or wisdom. Very cold, dry wisdom. Not necessarily, which is an oxymoron if you know anything about dragons. But their truth is a truth. It's not colored by emotion or other feelings. It is just a truth. So this is a week we're going to recover some truths, which will bring us to the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, again, is a yin yang. It's a card of balance. And that is the most important thing, as I've been saying, for us all along, is to be in balance. And which is very hilarious because the last card is a card of balance. And I didn't realize that till just now. So be in balance. Spread your wings. Fly. Be powerful. That's all right. That's what we're here for. But do it with balance. Hi. So I'm done now. And this is my last one until next Friday. Hopefully next Friday will be a little bit less chaotic.
We can hope.
We can hope. Life does not seem to be slowing down.
No.
We try, but yes.
So, Andrea P. says,
We should start out with Aaron.
There's no question.
Yes,
Andrea
there is.
P.
Right underneath it is.
Eliz-sha, there is a person with the initial B.
Okay, so she wants to know if that person is somebody you're interested in, I'm assuming. I meant M. And you want to know about this person? Let's go with yes on that. M. Okay, what I'm picking up is go slowly. This person is interested, but is half baked, and that's the wrong way of saying that. Hasn't made up their mind completely. They're looking. They're very interested in who you are and what you have. Okay. Oh yeah, I get it. Phone typing is a pain in the butt. They're interested, but they're really not. They're not 100% there yet. Be patient. I think they find you fascinating, and I think that somebody that has the potential to be somebody special. But don't rush it forward at this moment. Not yet. Take your time. And this is a horrible thing to say, but this is what I was given. Be the spider waiting for the fly to come to you. Be very calm, very quiet. Just sit there and wait and watch. Watch very, very carefully. And I think they gave me the image of the spider because it has many eyes. So they want you to see this person clearly before you say yes or no, or accept them into your life in a very special way. So be very watchful of this person. There is something that you may find that is that you like a lot or you don't like a lot. So patience in this case is the way to go.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Maria Herrera with $2 super chat asks, hello, do you see me moving soon?
Yeah. I believe the potential is there. I feel almost like you've got itchy feet and you want to move somewhere, well, maybe somewhere that's just a little more intimate, a little closer to where your son goes to school or something like that. So the potential is there. Sit on it for a few minutes. Don't rush into it because you might change your mind. But the potential is there that you want to move to a smaller place that is maybe closer to things that your son enjoys doing. Maybe there's a place, like, I'm not sure if he likes games, arcade games or not, but I know in town here there's going to be a restaurant where you can get coffee and stuff, where they play cards or they play games, a game shop. So it might be that you want to move to a place that's a little closer to something that he likes to do, but you don't like him to travel far for it. So if you do choose to move, it's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. It will be for your benefit if you choose to move. But breathe into it for a while first. Okay?
Next.
Yeah.
Andrea P.
Hi, Andrea.
Asks, hello, I got into an argument with my boyfriend today. Will he regret everything that he did to me today?
Already does. Not because of what he said or whatever he did. He just knows that he already does regret. At this point, I think it's something you should think about too, is whether what happened was something you can live with. It might be that you do not want to live with that, and I think if things happen once, they can happen again. It becomes a cycle. So think about it, boyfriend or not. I'm pretty darn certain you can find somebody who has a little more control. So yes, he does feel sorry for what he did. Okay, but do please think it through whether it's something that you can live with, because happens once, Okay, happens twice. It's a cycle. So be careful, very careful what you accept. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, hello, everyone. Sending love and light to you and yours.
Hi, Lori.
Maria Herrera says, hello. Harley Brown asks, how many relationships do I have to go through before I find the one?
That's a trick question, because if you already found the one, and that one is basically yourself. So once you recognize that how valuable and how awesome you are, then you will not go through relationships like that. But until you realize who you are, you will go through relationships, and they will never turn out. They will never be as wonderful and as good as they should be. You have to be with the one you love the most, and the one you love the most should, in all honesty, be yourself. And I know I sound like a broken record, but once you love yourself, these things they don't happen anymore. So find out that which in you that feels like you need to be lessened or taught, and I know it's an old thing, but find out, honest to God, find out what causes you to choose these guys, and quite often it's not feeling good enough about oneself. And I'm not saying you're not a good person. I'm saying you don't feel good about yourself. There's a totally different thing. All right. So look at yourself, realize you are a spark of God. You are everything that that the right person could wish for or want, and go from there. It is literally up to you. And I won't give you a number, because you can turn around and say, hey, I get that. And tomorrow have the most wonderful person walk into your life that is a forever person. That was long and rambling because I didn't know how to say it nicely. Okay.
Tay2637 says hello.
Hi, Tay.
Nanny Drea asks, do you ever see me and Ishmander sing in a relationship?
What was the name?
Ishmander.
Okay. Actually, the potential is there. There is a potential. He does appear to be aware of you and know who you are. Having said that, he also does not stop to think about forever. Not yet, anyhow. I think that's something that he's still young enough to think that he's going to live forever. So he hasn't really stopped to think about a relationship that could last more than a couple of weeks or months, or just he's still at the point of, let's have fun. And I don't think you're at that stage. I think you're at the stage where you want to settle down and have a real relationship. I don't think he's there yet, but Having said that, I don't think he's far away from it either. So be patient. And if he hasn't done anything in 3 weeks, then I'm wrong and you move on. And 3 weeks. Okay.
Smith Lynn Management asks, hello, will I find a better job where I make more money soon?
You will, but I don't get soon. And when I'm thinking soon, I'm thinking November. I don't see it happening in November. I'm not sure about December. Most people don't hire in December. But I do see a new job coming your way. I have a feeling that you should be working. You're one of these people that do better working for themselves than working for other people. And it might be that you need to look into creating a job for yourself. And your call sign is management. And every time I hear that, I think of people who look after other people's property for them. So maybe I'm wrong, but think about creating a job for yourself. Creating a job where you're working for other people, but you're working for yourself while you work for other people, if that makes sense. All right.
Next.
Yeah.
Malipale says, hi, Elisha and Elle. Hello. Bray Erla. Hello, Elisha and Elle.
Hi, everybody.
Kylie Bowman asks, I went to driving school and the instructor was cute. Is he attracted to me?
Yes, he finds you very attractive. Will he do anything about it? Probably not. It would probably cost him his job at this point. So if there's anything that can happen, it will not happen. It will not happen right now. But and also, I think he's a bit of a flirt. He's a very nice person, flirt, but I think he is a bit of a flirt. So don't put too much stock into it. Enjoy him, flirt, but like I say, don't read too much into it. If there's going to be anything, it will not be till after driving school. Okay.
Malipala asks, what are Gemini's plans and actions towards me?
He really cares for you deeply. I think the word love is something that he recognizes. At the moment, he's trying to get his. He's focusing, because he hasn't focused enough on his business recently. He's focusing on his business. He's not trying to ignore you or anything like that, honestly. But but his thinking is, if I don't keep this business in going, I won't have anything to offer anybody. So it's not like he's trying to ignore you so much. It's that he's trying to make sure he has a living. But he sent out a great deal of energy of caring. So it's not like he doesn't care. All right.
Alicia P98 asks, will Annie and Karen get back together?
Annie and Karen.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about it, they think about it, but I think when push comes to shove, too much has happened, and the likelihood is that you're not going to. And understand this, I'm not infallible. I make mistakes. I'm not right all the time. There's a great deal of love between the two of them, but I don't feel that I don't think at this case that love is necessarily enough. Okay.
Joe Fermino asks, hello, darling. Any messages from my guides towards my professional career?
They're just suggesting whatever you're doing, hold steady on it, and that's it. That's all they said was sort of hold steady, and they showed me it's like a ship that's being guided into port. So you're just keeping it steady at the moment. There's nothing special that you should do. So which means I would suspect it means you don't want to get too hyper at this, or you don't want to go off and do something unusual. At this point, you want to stay steady with what you're doing. Okay.
Darla Lynn asks, will I find monetary balance soon?
You're working quite hard at this, actually. I mean, you slip occasionally, but as a general rule, you're working very hard, and it feels a little bit like you feel like you're choking, because it's really it's been really hard. But I do feel that there is a light coming at the end of the tunnel. Tunnel's still a little bit farther away. I recommend for Christmas that you do you make things rather than buy things, and making things can be lots of fun. Don't get caught up in the hype of Christmas, needing to buy the most expensive or this or that. But there are a lot of things you can make, and a lot of things that are kind of fun to make. You do it yourself. Christmas presents. And I think you're going to find that a lot of people are going to want to make things. And you can make some really cool things. You go on YouTube, they have what's it, DIY?
DIY, do it yourself.
DIY stuff. And you can take cardboard boxes and make them into little things where you can put toys, or you can put stuff for the bathroom in it, and they don't take a lot. Just take a little bit of glue and a little bit of paint. So spend some time doing that, because Yes, you're going to find balance. But honestly, I think Christmas is more about spending time with people rather than spending money on people. So don't get caught up in that whirlwind. And the fact is, you can make some really cool things for people. Maybe make a board game for the if you have kids. Make a board game, and it's simple to make. Just Google it and get cardboard and things like that. So yes, it's coming, but don't. But unfortunately, you can't rush it. All right.
Jennifer Schweb says, hello, do you see anything for the next few weeks for me? Thank you.
Jennifer. I do actually. It's like you lift your head and you look and you go, huh, that's new. That's interesting. That's something I haven't thought about before. So something's coming your way, and it's going to bring with it a new way of thinking, a new idea in your mind. And it's you're going to look at it and not quite believe it for the first little while, but it's going to grow on you, and you're going to find it very what's the word, attractive, very attractive actually. So I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a new belief, a new way of thinking. Something that it's sort of like it comes from over here rather than directly towards you. Or it might be a new skill. You watch other people and think, wow, they're so cool. And then you discover you have that same skill. Good luck. It sounds like fun. Keep me posted.
Laura Dotson asks, there's a Gemini in my life. How can I reach him to bring him out of his hole he created for himself?
Gemini. It's Gemini or Scorpio, isn't it? Gemini. Offer him knowledge. Offer him knowledge that he can't resist. And if you're attracted to him, he's probably into the spiritual energy. So offer him a bit of knowledge that he cannot. He's going, wow, what's that? And you're right, he is in a bit of a depression. But offer it to the other part of him that's not. And he will pull that Gemini, the two parts will come together with, I can see them waking up with curiosity. Show them some of your artwork. Then explain what it means. I think you can handle this. I think you've got this. I think you already know what to do. Okay, good luck.
B. Erla asks, I'm going to meet Jeff again on this coming Saturday after a very long time. Is there anything I should pay extra attention to? Thank you. Elisha
Jeff.
and Elle.
Jeff. He's very aware of what people look like. So be aware, tune into him before you get dressed. He's a little bit shy. And I'm not talking about shy that, oh yeah, don't talk to me shy. He's a little bit shy in that he's not sure how to react to you and things around you. So treat him with kid gloves at this moment. Doesn't mean don't be yourself. You have to be yourself, or it sort of doesn't work. But be aware he's a little bit. I want to say the word gun shy. He's a little bit, which is a phrase that means he's a little bit unsure of himself, and he will be looking for things to be picky about, mostly because he's unsure, and so he wants to make it other people's problem, not his own. So be you, be confident, but also walk quietly, or not quietly, walk carefully. And I'm not sure that makes any sense. I wish it did. I understand exactly what I'm saying, but I'm not sure I expressed it very well.
Next.
Should we do lightning spark? Or did we? Is that?
Yeah, sure. Lightning Spark 100 with $1.99 super chat asks, how does my coworker Zoraida?
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 Okay. There's definitely a spark there. It feels a little bit like a little bit of competition. I think that can be turned into something lighthearted. It's how you proceed with this. But the awareness is really strong. Zoraida is very aware of who you are. At this point, it can go either very positive or very negative. And it will depend on how you react to it, how you treat the energy between you. I see that the potential is for it to become very lighthearted and very positive, and that is the one I think you should strive for. But remember, it is a workplace, so things should be very low key. Make it as low key as possible. All right.
Okay. Did I ask you Tay-Tay's question?
No.
Oh, okay. Apologies. It's hard to do to read the chat and make sure I have everyone by myself.
It's easier when we have other people on.
And
it seems like our friend from New Zealand is not on today.
Debbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, Tay-Tay asks, do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Again, apologies for skipping you.
Well, it wasn't done on purpose.
Never is, but still apologies.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm pretty certain if we don't answer, Tay-Tay can reach out to us and we would answer. Your spirit guides are very pleased with you. They see the effort you've put into things lately, and they want to commend you for that, for your choice. And they recognize that things have been difficult in the past for you, and they say right out, you're very, very, very sensitive. And so anytime an energy comes along that sort of pushes you in the wrong direction, it takes a bit of effort on your part to either let it go through or not react to it. But you're doing a great deal of work right now, and it's it is making all the difference in the world. They're actually suggesting a few exercises for you, energy exercises to keep your energy clear. And with that one, I will get back to you. About that one, because it would take too long here. But it's something that I think you'll find fun and entertaining, and I'm sure your mother will be more than happy to do them with you. Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Vidya Maharaj asks, my maternal grandfather was a priest. I'm a social worker. I'm always helping, and now I called an interesting. Oh, I have an interest in spirituality. Where do you see me next year?
Next year's not far away. You realize that, right? Hang on. Let's see. Social work is a very hard place to work. Hard job. I know my niece by marriage is a social worker, and it's very, very difficult. You will continue to work with people because that's something you're called on. Because you've developed an interest in spirituality, you will be called on to work on the harder cases. Because your intuition is developing and you're becoming very powerful, and just knowing doesn't make what you're going to do easier. It's just it's just other people will go, well, let's give it to you, because, and I'm not going to say your name because I'll butcher it, because you have that ability to reach them, and you will use your spiritual gifts to do it. You just have to do it quietly and not let the world know. So basically, it means we'll be working in the energy a lot more than you are right now. And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to learn. You're going to learn quickly. I do have somebody who who teaches the ground, all the basics, and she's a pretty awesome lady. But you start from the ground up, and I have to agree with her. A lot of people have a lot of spiritual knowledge, but they don't understand the full, they don't have the base. They have a base here, but they don't have a big base. Just know that whatever you call into spirit, it's going to happen for you. And you have guides. You're like your grandfather, who is a priest, who had a lot of training and a lot of abilities to help deal with people who have a lot of problems. So good luck. It doesn't appear that you've chosen an easy path, but you have chosen one that will give you a lot of a lot of heartaches, but also at the same time a lot of wow, that's so cool that person has got to this place where they are growing and responding beautifully to it. Okay. Well,
Yeah. Aaron Lou says thank you. Blossom 11 asks, will John the Scorpio open up to me eventually? I have my guard up a little because I don't know. Thank you.
John the Scorpio.
Yeah.
Scorpios always keep secrets. And it's not because they don't trust, but they just keep secrets. One of my best friends is Scorpio. And I've known her for well over 40 years, and she still keeps secrets from me. I don't think she does it because it's something she doesn't want me to know. I think she's just that kind of a person, that she's very private. And I used to it used to hurt my feelings. And then I thought, well, it doesn't matter. She is who she is, and I can't change who she is. So, Scorpio. He thinks he is really open with you, honestly. Like I said, Scorpios, they're just like that. And I don't know if it's good or bad, or I do know it's a pain in the butt. It's more to the point, can you live with it? Do you want to live with it? Or not? And with my friend, like, who's been friends with me for over 40 years, I know she cares greatly for me. But pulling information out of her that's personal, it's like pulling teeth. So it's whether you can live with it or not that is more important than whether he will open up to you. Because my knowledge of Scorpio is they're not very good at opening up. So it's a case of accepting them for who they are, or thinking, yes, I cannot live with this, I need more. And it's all right to need more. With that's clear, hopefully that's clear.
Maria Herrera says thank you. And Sarah says hello. Puzzle of Life says, hi ladies, may I ask from my guides, why is moving in with Mark? Hold on. Ask my guides why moving in with Mark will be happening for me. Will moving in with Mark be happening for me quickly than I expected in December? Hopefully my mom will be okay with that. Haha, thank you.
Okay, let's go to the mom first. No, I don't think she will be happy. And I think you should deal with that situation before moving in, because moms are forever. The potential is quite good that things will happen much faster than anticipated. I'm not 100% sure it's to your benefit to rush into it. It's to Mark's benefit. But if you two end up living together, so this is something that you have to think about when you move in with somebody. You forgo what they call the honeymoon stage. You just become old married folk really quick. So think about that, whether you want the magic to go out of your relationship, or do you want it to stay? because honest to God, being married kind of boring. You know, you got to pay bills, and living together is not, it's not all that, it's not as much fun as you think it is. Right now it's kind of, oh yeah, you see all the positives, but being in a relationship, you have to figure out who's paying which bill, whose job it is to take out the garbage, and things like that. And with, you don't think it's your job to take out the garbage, and Mark doesn't think it's his job to take out the garbage, it becomes a little bit more dicey. And honestly, the garbage has to be taken out. And if you're the only one that sees that and have to take the garbage out constantly on your own, it's frustrating. So be aware that being married and living with somebody, well, in California, after 2 years, you are legally married. In Canada, basically after 6 months, you're legally married. So it's not that much freedom. It's not as free as you think it is. Sometimes having fun is more important when you're younger than living with somebody. So the potential is very strong that you will be. Figure out whether it's to your benefit. And that was a long ramble, but I've had daughters, and they've a few of them have lived with the people before they get married, and so I do know what the situation is like, and I have listened to them complain about their partners and what they did or did not do. So it seemed to me there was a lot more did not do's than dids. Okay.
Sarah asks, can I get a message from spirits about my career, please?
So first of all, the first thing I get, they're a little bit worried about your career, and it feels like they feel that it's something that you should be moving on from, or that there's a change that needs to occur. Whether you move on or not, I can't say. They are not, they're not happy with something that's happening, and they don't feel that you should be in that particular position. And if it's at all possible or plausible, maybe look for something that is more beneficial to you. My feeling is you're not treated with the respect that the full respect you deserve. That they're using you rather than grooming you. And I hope I'm 100% wrong on that. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, what's my next job going to be exactly?
I'm not that good. Thank you very much for the vote of confidence. Let's see. I can tell you that your new job is going to give you a lot more pleasure than what you have right now. And go to work smiling because you enjoy it. It's a place you want to be rather than a place you're forced to be. I can tell you that you feel like you have wings on, and it's so much more pleasant than where you are right now or what you're doing at the moment, that you can't believe that you haven't reached out and done this before, because, well, literally you are enjoying this new job so much more. What will it be? I see paper. I see you handing paper, letter size paper to other people. And they're happy to receive it because your joy is infectious. And I see people coming to you to ask your advice because you have it under control. So that's the best I can do, but thank you for the vote of confidence.
Lakshmi asks, hello, Wise Lady NL. What are my prospects of finding a new job in November?
Just don't be too picky. You have it, and your prospects of finding a job are very, very good. There appears to be a job that you want to. If I feel like you want to say no to, but if you get into the job, you find that you really enjoy it. So look beyond the obvious for the job, and I think something is coming your way that you will be happy with. It might be that the money situation is not as good as it could be to begin with, but after you prove your abilities, that's a different matter. And there's more to the job than you realize before you're hired. Good luck, and you look beautiful in those pictures today.
Gabriela Alma Mia asks, hello again. I'm Pisces, but I like listening to you, and there are times when I don't feel good, and seeing you gives me the energy to keep going.
Thank you.
Any messages from my mother? Please tell her I miss her and I love her.
She knows that because she can hear you. And she's worried about you. She's reaching out, and she wants to pull you into her arms and give you a big hug. And she's and I'm not sure if I'm hearing this right, but she's calling you, oh, babe, my little baby, which all mothers feel that way about their children, even when they're 50 years old or 70 years old. I know my mother did. She's there with you. She's supporting you. She's very happy with you. She like all mothers is going, yeah, the situation, it's not good. It was not handled well. They should have been nicer to you. So your mom is squarely on your side, and she's sending you a great deal of love. And your father, I'm not sure if your father's passed, but there's a male father figure there. And he's a little bit more reticent, and he says the girl's going to be fine. And And he's basically saying what he can do on that side, what they can do on that side, they will do to help you. Okay.
Desiree Ann asks, please tell me if I should continue with my current boyfriend, Anthony. He's cheated in the past, and I don't know if he still is. Thank you.
Well, honestly, from watching many people and situations, once a cycle has begun, it's very hard to break it. So if he's cheated on you in the past, chances are he got away with it. You took him back. You gave him permission. Anthony is a little, I don't know if I can say this or not, but he's a little like a banty rooster. He's like a cock on the walk, and that's a rooster, is a cock, right? So he feels big, but he's not that. He's big in his own mind, and a banty rooster is big in their own mind, and they're loud, and they can be quite pretty. Their feathers are quite beautiful, but they're small birds, and they're not going far. And they crow all the time. Some big birds, they crow only at sunrise. So you can do better. You should do better. And
if you don't trust him, your answer is right there.
Basically, if you don't trust him, your answer is right there. And you're a nice human being. Go out there and find somebody who is not a cock on the walk, not a bantam rooster, but a full-fledged human being.
Nyla Peller says, thanks, Elisha. Megan McCarthy says, hello, lovelies.
Hi, Megan.
If there is time, I've been making some changes lately, and am I on the right track with my self-love and health?
I would say so. Your guides are really maybe it's just me, but it looks like your guides are doing a square dance. They're really, this is really cool. They're really pleased for you. They're pulling for you. They're doing everything they can. Don't forget to ask for help. Free will universe, you have to ask for help. Ask every 20 minutes if you're in a tight situation. Wake up in the morning, ask for help. Go to sleep at night, ask for help. They can help you. The more you ask, the more they can help you. But they're really proud of you and really pleased for you. And yes, definitely you're on the right track. There is and this is a train metaphor, there is a Y in the train coming up. Make sure that the switch is to full ahead, not to the side. And it's just a small thing, but don't get pushed over by something small and unimportant. And it could be somebody's comment is negative, or simple as that. Just ignore it, because it comes from a place of no knowledge. They don't understand, and they can't really do it. All right.
The Polynesian princess says, I'm late. You're not.
You're on time.
Also, Megan McCarthy is curious on what you're making.
Oh, I'm trying to make a ring, except I kept messing up the weave. So right now I'm just making, because when you work with copper, it becomes rigid. So right now I'm just trying to make the copper a little rigid, and it's just a, come on, say it, come here. It's going to be a ring something like this, which is, it fits there. Hang on. Or it can fit on the thumb. Okay. So it can fit, it's one of those rings that just fits everywhere. And but like I say, I keep messing up the weave. So I'm just making it hard right now.
The Polynesian princess asks, I feel like something good is going to happen to me. Do you see anything? I woke up feeling very excited.
Yes. And when I asked your guys, they say, I'm not going to tell you, it's a secret. It's a surprise. I'm sorry. I would really like to know too. So keep us informed. But something, yeah, I can't tell you, because if I told you, then it might not happen. And it's something you really want, or you're going to really want.
Jennifer Schweb says, thank you so much. Sounds interesting and exciting. I look forward to it.
I think it is. I think it's very exciting.
Lightning Spark 100 says, thanks. Diane Main asks, hi, Eliz-sha. When I speak of people I know who have passed, I get goosebumps from head to toe. No other time do I get those goosebumps. Is it them saying hello as a thank you for remembering?
I think it means that you're a medium, and you probably would probably be very good idea for you to reach out and take a little bit of training. Erin, she wants to teach. She wants to teach people about mediumship. There's a lot of information. If you go to connect with Erin, and it goes back quite a few months now, and read the listen to the to what we talked about. There's some information there. There's lots of books. I'm not sure exactly where you live, but there are places in most towns. They have what they call spiritualist churches, and they will help you or start to teach you how to be a medium. First of all, just make sure that you are protected and clear your energy after each time. And because personally, I feel that mediumship is one of the higher callings, mostly because it gives closure and relief to a lot of people who are still left behind. I have worked with people whose children have committed suicide, and it doesn't take away the pain, but it helps them. But it will help them not deal with it, but accept that their children are still doing better, and they have that chance of closure where they couldn't get it before, because you are the intercede. Doesn't take away the pain, but it does help a great deal. I think you probably you've probably got quite a talent there that you've probably hidden under a bushel, so to speak. And good luck with that. It is one of the most rewarding talents. Okay.
Tay says, that's okay. I'm happy to hear that I'm still doing well. Thank you.
I will try and find some. Well, I'm going to talk to Elizabeth is what I'm going to do, and because she's the one that teaches the people more so than I do. Okay.
B. Erla says, thank you for the advice, Eliz-sha. I will keep that in mind. Diane Mains adds, thank you for the clearing. I really appreciate, you are appreciated. Still in pain, but not as bad.
Okay, this week I should do another one. I will try and do one tonight.
Blossom 11 says, he really thinks he is, LOL. I never dated a Scorpio, all new to me. Thank you. Kelly Brown asks, is my husband coming back to me tonight after the altercation we had?
Kelly Brown?
Kelly Brown.
Callie. He's really, he's going over in his mind. He's kind of frustrated. He's not seeing things clearly yet. He's not at that point yet where he's realizing that maybe he was 50% part of the problem. If he comes home, it will be quite late at night, after 1 o'clock probably. The energy between the two of you is not over. There's still more work, more things happening. If it was that bad, I recommend you ask him if he'll go to marriage counseling. It's simply because marriage counselors see things from a different perspective and have ways of dealing with situations that we cannot see ourselves. I'm not 100% sure, but it might be better if he doesn't come home tonight. Not unless he's calmed down quite a bit. Because at this moment, I don't see him thinking straight. And I think he might be having a little bit of help not thinking straight. And so he needs some time to sleep it off. Okay.
Vidya Maharaj says, thank you, my dear, very much. You are great.
Thank you.
Tari Avalos says, hello. A few mediums told my mom I would get into creative work. What do you think it could be? Thank you.
It depends on what you choose. I mean, you have the ability to do a lot of really interesting things. I see wherever you work, it's very busy. It's really active. Creative work, maybe you work in a place where they sell art, or maybe you work in a where they auction house, art auction house. It might be restoration, but it's really busy. Wherever you work, you're really busy, and you're kind of running to, and that's metaphorical running, not physical running, to keep things going. There's you have ability to do so many things. Just, I doubt that you're going to stay in one job long because you have a lot of talent, that you learn something, you go, okay, got that, let's go somewhere else. And that's also a sign of the new kids. They learn something and they're, okay, bored, let's go on to the next. But it's all lessons. It's not like you're not going to use it. Sometime in the future, you're going to use it because you're going to start your own business sometime in the future. Okay, are we coming towards an end?
I believe so. Jen Taylor says hi.
Hi, Jen.
Yasmin Fox says, okay, thank you, dear. I'm glad to hear it. Gabriela Amemia says, thanks. So comforting hearing from both. God bless you for being part of me and each and every one here. You're all so great to all. You are so good to all.
But it's because the people, look at the feed. Everybody's turning around and say, hey, congratulations to each other. It's because the energy is such that everybody looks after each other, and that's why I can do this. because you build the energy up.
Puzzle of Life says, oh boy, I look very young, although I am an adult. I need my space, but mom is mom. Thank you.
Moms are always moms, and they're never going to stop being mom. My mom was 97 when she died. She was still my mom.
Once a mom, always a mom.
Yep. Once you have a kid, you're a mom for life.
Puzzle of Life adds, thank you for your advice with Mark, LOL. Megan McCarthy says, ha 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 ha. Okay, cool. I will do. Okay, will do. Thank you so much. Desiree says, thank you. Megan McCarthy says, oh my God, you're so creative. Diane Main says,
I get bored with I don't do things. That's my problem.
Diane Main says, thank you. I miss my mom, Kathy. She's been passed away since 92. I'm all alone and have troubles. I'm gonna save that question for another time because it is getting late.
Let me do Cassie.
Well, she just wants insight.
Yeah.
Basically, what you were already saying about how to learn about for mediumship.
Okay. So you'll find, Cassie, that if you develop your mediumship, your mama will be there all the time, and she'll be one of your premier guides, and she'll be very ferocious. She won't let anybody pass who she doesn't approve of, and ferocious in a very positive way.
And she's from Oregon.
Oregon, that's not far away.
Astoria, Oregon.
Astoria.
Yeah.
That's not far away from here. Well, it's a day and a half at least.
A day by bus, basically.
Day by bus from where we live.
The Polynesian Princess says, LOL, it's a secret, but if it's what I'm hoping for, then I'm already very happy.
I'm not sure it's what you think it is, but it's something along those lines.
We just made Diane cry. I'm crying with love. Thank you.
Well, your mom sends the same thing back to you, by the way.
Let's see. Jen Taylor says, that's so beautiful. Diane Main says, thank you. I've always felt that I was very intuitive. Megan McCarthy says, thanks again to both of you for your time and energy. Enjoy your evening. I hope it's nice and peaceful.
Me too.
Jen Taylor asks, if it's not too late, what can I do to help keep energy calm for the meanwhile?
Love. I know that's funny, but love. Put out the energy of love. Put it out in a neutral form if that's the easiest way of doing it. But when you've put the energy out there of love, and if you have candles, probably pink candles, hopefully pink candles or lilac colored candles, burn them if you can do it safely. And go around muttering prayers under your breath if you have to. That would probably not be the best, but say some prayers. Even with write a prayer out, put it in the candle flame and burn it, as long as you have it close to a sink or something. And just put out the energy of love. And I know that's sounds but it really does make a difference. And good luck.
She says, many thanks. Lori Dotson says, Scorpio new moon with a Capricorn eclipse. Send high positive vibes, everyone. Very important to have good vibes towards yourself. Highest good.
Yeah.
Just thought I would share.
Yeah, and that's true. Always like in a airplane, always look after yourself first. Oxygen for you first. Otherwise, might not. Yeah, it is the most important thing.
Lakshmi adds, thank you very much, wise lady. Really appreciate your guidance. The guidance is what I needed. Maria Herrera, and this is our last comment, says, have a great evening. Lots of blessings to both.
Thank you all. And we're all, as I said, we're always happy. We always enjoy ourselves. But I'm going to say goodbye now, because I do know my young lady here is exhausted after babysitting for what, 24 hours?
36.
For 36 hours, and being a mom when you're not
Used to it.
it is really difficult, and she's a tad tired.
As you can tell.
And again, it's time to eat.
Yeah.
Go figure, right? So namaste. Namasko.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Eliz-sha, you told me the first time